Pika has released version 2.2. Is it better than the previous versions? And they've also released pick frames. That will be the next video. Bryon is taking care of that. Let's dig into what Pika is offering us now in terms of their new model. Now, we've been using Pika since, 1.0, and that was a very basic model, and they have advanced greatly. 1.5 was a huge jump up. Let's take a look at a few examples and where they are now with the same prompt. When we first started working with Pika, it was model 1.0, and our first prompt was model walking down a city street with pink gloves, and this is the result. Not amazing, but it was a start back in the day. Then we got 1.5, same prompt, much better. Pika 2.0, same prompt, much nicer movement. 2.1, and now 2.2, and something's going wrong. 2.2 is not holding together very well. The walk is not as natural as the others. Look at the gloves and the hands, the morphing there. So the question is this an anomaly or is there a real issue here? Let's do another test. Let's go through some other examples, create some new prompts, and then compare to some of the other platforms, such as Kling. I don't have a 1.0 version of the Husky running through a daisy field, but this was not bad. It's kind of falling and morphing a little bit, but this is with 2.0. Here's 2.1, not too bad, but again, not great. So we're hoping for a little bit better when we go into 2.2. And here's 2.2. It looks a little more illustrative or not real. Doesn't have as much of a real look, and we're having some morphing issues here. So I think we took a step back, although 2.1 certainly isn't perfect, but it has more of a real look to it. And this is a tough prompt for most of the image generators. So it's a tough one, and that's why we're using it. But 2.2 really didn't do the job. We do have the night boxing the chicken with 2.1. We could try that. Let's see what happens. 2.2. Here is 2.2. Wow, the chicken isn't even real, and I don't know what to say. It kind of, just like the Husky, kind of went backwards in terms of realism. Obviously, it was trained on different data. Let's compare to some others that did okay jobs. Now, Pollo.ai was the first place I had done the night boxing chicken, and it was not bad. And so it encouraged me to try other locations, and it didn't work out so well as I tested out with Pika. But I do like the night in this one. The chicken does morph, but it's certainly a real looking chicken and a real looking night, although their interaction isn't perfect. When we get to Veo 2, Google, I guess it's what you might expect, only seeing half of the night because the chicken is so small. The chicken is not moving really well, but the chicken morphed a lot with the other AI. So this one, it's an odd looking chicken, but it seems to have almost natural movement-ish, again, compared to the others. And here we go with Kling 1.6. And yeah, there's some morphing with the chicken, but it looks like a real-ish chicken. I may not have ever seen a chicken quite like that. And we have a night, and yeah, I think this is pretty good, considering. So I think overall, compared to Pika, who just went cartoon on us, I think Pika went backwards. Let's try another prompt, a new one that we've not done before. And this one is a blonde model. I haven't usually designated blonde in the past, but let's just do it this time. Blonde model eating an ice cream cone with hockey gloves. Let's do it here on Pika. Let's use Pollo again, as well as Veo and Kling. All right, here we are with our model with Pika 2.2. And the mouth and the model, it all seems weird. I think we need to try the other Pikas just to see if this is an improvement or not, because I've seen Pika do a much better job with these types of prompts. Let's check Pika 2.1, 2.0, and 1.5. So we have 2.1 and 1.5 going. I forgot they removed 2.0 a while ago. Here's Pollo. And no, they got the gloves completely wrong. So the eating portion is better. There's not a lot of morphing there. Yeah, not too bad, except the gloves are completely wrong. All right, here's Kling, and interesting. So there's those blue glove. That's weird. It is more of a hockey glove, and she is eating ice cream a little more normal than the others. So I'm not sure. We're having a tough time with this one, aren't we? Here we are at Pika 2.1. Those are more hockey-ish gloves. The eating isn't great. Looks like it should be all over her face. Yeah, and there are 2 ice cream cones. So let's look at 1.5. And 1.5, it's slow motion. Oh, look at her. Yeah, that didn't work so well either. So they all had some issues, obviously. Just a quick rundown. So here's Pika 1.5, Pika 2.1, and Pika 2.2. Still issues, different types of issues. We have, I would say in this situation, maybe a little bit better with 2.2, but it's a tough call. You let me know. Let me know in the comments below which one you think is best. Quick recap here. Let's see, Pollo, not too bad, except we have those blue gloves, and here's Veo 2. We didn't show this before. I guess it just rendered, and that's just wrong. That's just wrong and weird. I have to say that. I mean, we have the right elements, but the eating of ice cream, it's tough for the AIs. And again, Kling. So Pika keeps trying. Pika 2.2 is out, and let me know. Do some experiments. Do you think 2.2 is better than 2.1 or previous versions? Are they rolling them out a little too fast? Don't forget to catch us every Monday for the podcast on your favorite podcast channel or right here on YouTube, where we are 2 creative guys talking AI.